Hi everyone, it's Donna from Spaceman Paper Crafts. I'm filming from slightly a different angle today. I normally film straight in front of me, but I'm filming above today because it's going to be easier with this card. So this is another design team video for Maymay.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make this Z-fold or Z-fold card wherever you are in the world, and it's really simple, really effective. This is just a plain template that I did just to sort of work out the sizes and things. This will fit in a standard A2 size envelope as well. So, and it looks really sweet actually. And then I've just popped a little sentiment in the middle. So let's get started. So what you're going to need is 2 pieces of cardstock. So the first one for the base measures 5 by 12 inches. Okay, and then the mats measure 4 7/8 by 12. So it's going to give you that 1/8 of an inch border for the mats. So what you need to do is you need to get your scoreboard. I've got my big scoreboard today. I just hope you can see that. So first thing you need to do is take your base and you need to make 2 scores. So you need to score along the 12-inch side. You need to score at 4 and at 8. Okay, so 4 and 8 inches. So I'm just going to go over those again. 4 and 8. Okay, then you want to rotate it so that the 5-inch line side is at the top, and you want to make just a little mark at 2.5. Okay, it's just a very slight mark there at 2.5. Okay, then you want to bring in your white piece. Now we're only going to put this in on the 4 7/8 side because we're going to make a similar mark to that one, but we're going to make this mark at 2 3/8 of an inch. You can just see that there. Okay, so pop your scoreboard away, you don't need that now. You will need your trimmer. So what you need to do is, with your base, you need to line up that groove that we made there at the 2.5 with, now this is a Fiskars trimmer, and this groove shows me where the blade goes, so I can quite easily line it up. So if you line, I can't really see that now with the lights, there we go. If you line your mark in at where your cutting starts, and then you want the end point to be at the end. You might have to fiddle about with this a little bit, but this is the best way to get the diagonal cut that we need. So once you've got that lined up, you just cut it, and that's your card base. Okay, now for the other one, we're going to do exactly the same thing. That mark that we made at 2 3/8, we're going to put in our trimmer. We're going to line that up with where the trimmer's going to cut, in that groove there, along with the point at the bottom end there. So we're just going to line those up and we're going to cut that. Okay, now for the base, what you need to do is we need to cut these into 3 pieces. Okay, so we're going to cut these, we're going to cut this piece 3 times at 3 7/8. Okay, so there's one piece at 3 7/8, another one at 3 7/8, and the final one at 3 7/8. So you end up with a little scrap. So then you need to decide which way you want your card to fold. So with this card, it's folded this way, but you can have it so it folds that way. It's entirely up to you, but I like it so it's folded like that. So you just, where your score lines are at 4 and 8, so you fold back on the 4 and then you fold forward on the 8, okay, and that will give you your card base. So all you need to do is just burnish down those edges. So that's your card base. Now you can decorate this however you want. How I did this one with the pattern paper was that I'd actually cut out these as templates and use them on my pattern paper and drew round my pattern paper, and then that way it fits nicely without any fussy measuring, and so I just cut those out and use them as templates. Or for this time, what I've got is I have got some templates, but I'm going to show you what I did with them. Okay, so what I've done with these two is I've used this stamp set from Maymay Made It, which is Relic, and I've used this piece here, this stamp, and I've made a background myself. Okay, so I'll show you how I've done that. I've almost done that small piece, but I thought I'd leave that and show you what I've done. So I've got these little mini cubes from, these are Lawn Fawn minis, but it's just for the brown ink that I'm using. So I'm just going to ink it up, and it's not going to be first or second, it's third generation and fourth generation stamping, because it's going to be really, really subtle. I don't want anything too much. So it's not first, not second, third and fourth. And if you turn the stamp as you go, all the excuse me, all the patterns won't look the same. I've just got a little bit to do at the bottom. First, second, third and fourth generation stamping there. Okay, I'll take my scrap piece out of the way. So these are the bits that I've made to, well, that's actually a little bit too long, that one, to map my pieces. So I'm actually just going to check the size of all these. Yeah, that one's fine. Well, that one's, maybe I cut it wrong. That one's fine. That one's just a tad long, so I'm just going to get my trimmer and just trim a fraction off the bottom here. There we go. Okay, and I've also cut some coloured and cut out some sunflowers from the Sunflower Wishes set. So I've done that and coloured and cut those in. I've done no shading. I've just used a Y15 Copic marker, and then I've used two of the darker E colours just to dot in the centres. So I'm going to use these somewhere. So I'm just going to take my art glitter glue, which is amazing glue, and I'm just going to pop some glue on the back there and start adding these pieces to our card. And you get a couple of seconds wiggle room with the art glitter glue. So this piece I want to go on here. So you can decorate this any way you want to. You don't have to use the same piece as I am. You can decorate the other side, or you can just decorate straight onto the base rather than doing mats. In that case you'd only need the base piece, you wouldn't need the matte piece at all. And then, but this sort of card lends itself to some really cute designs. You could have a little pop-up element in it. Yeah, there's quite a lot you could do with this card. So that's all the paper put on the card. Now I need to decide what I want to do with the sunflowers. I'm going to find the sentiment that I want first. So I've got a couple of stamp sets here for some nice sentiments. I like that hello, but I also like that hello, so I don't know whether to, I think I'm going to use that hello friend from the Just to Say Hello set. Okay, so oops, sorry, I just knocked the camera there. So I'm going to take that out and get my stamp block. And then take hello and friend out from there. Oops. And then I'm going to line it up on my grid mat and then pick it up with my stamp block, because I want to make sure that it's straight. And then I'm just going to stamp that here, and I'm going to stamp it using VersaFine. I think VersaFine is fantastic for sentiments, and because this hello is quite a nice chunky sentiment, I want to make sure that we get the best impression. There we go. So there's the hello friend. Now I'm going to stick some of the sunflowers. I think I'm going to get some foam squares and pop some of those up. Okay, these foam squares are also available from maymaymadeit.com, and you get two sizes in the pack. You get the large ones and you get the small ones. Well, I'm going to use the small ones. So I'm going to put some flat and then some raised. So I'm just going to put some art glitter glue at the bottom of this one, because I want this one to hang over. I might have another one there, but I'm going to pop that up. So I'll just use my little stylus and just put a couple of squares on. Oops. And then I'm just going to pop that one up like that. And then I think I might add another flat one there. You don't want to put any glue that's going to stick to this side, because you won't be able to close the card. And then I'm going to put foam pads on those two as well and pop those up. These foam pads are lovely. They're nice and thick, they're easy to get off, easy to get the backing off. And then I'm just going to, in fact, I think I need to put an extra couple on there, so I'm going to double those ones. So bear in mind that when you're posting cards, the card will cost more to post because of the dimension in the card. But there we go. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to stamp a sentiment there as well, actually. I love this one from the Relic set that says, friends don't grow apart when they are rooted in our hearts. I love that. So I'm just going to mount that onto the back of my stamp block. And then again, I'm going to ink that up with some VersaFine. So I've just double mounted my stamp block, so it might look a little bit odd while you're watching. Okay, and I'll stamp that in the centre there. I'll give that a little second to dry. And there we go. There is our lovely Z or Z fold card. Again, depending on where you are in the world, we would say Z. I know in the States you guys say Z. So yeah. So I really hope you like it. I think what I'm going to do actually to finish it off is I'm going to take my Spectrum Noir glitter brush, and I'm just going to glitter up the centres of the sunflowers. Just gives them a little bit of shimmer, which is really, really sweet. So there you go. I hope you like this card, guys. Don't forget all the stamp sets that I've used, and the art glitter glue, and also the dimensional squares are all available from maymaymadeit.com. So all the links that you'll need for the store are in the info bar. All the measurements and all the instructions will be on the blog. There'll be a blog post on maymaymadeit.com, and I really hope you give this a go. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and take care. Bye for now.